Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Clubhouse.
Hey,
it is
everybody.
Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Central Time. We already started the show off with a bang. I want to start a shout out to Tortoise Overland with 5 gift
Yeah, really,
subs.
man. Mike, 5, really?
Thank you so much. N1SAW, Sean, KB5UTY, Dave, George, KC1TQF, NU1U, Ant, and Brant, KQ4YHR were recipients of those, but I'll be sure and at Tortoise Overland, thank you in the chat. We would greatly appreciate it. And thank you to all of you guys who are in green, our channel members. You are keeping this train wreck on the rails. Thank you. Man, you would think I was doing a commercial cut for a radio or something.
Well, you started out, and I thought you were taking auction bids right off. Holy shit! Where's the 2x speed?
Really?
I don't have that. I get tongue tied on that when I start rolling numbers. I tried that once. I tried the whole auction thing, and finally I was like, all right, 20, 25, 35. That's about as fast as I can go. And other than that, it goes like blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, those guys that do that professionally.
There's a school for that. There's like an auction school where they teach that, how that, because I guess there's an actual science or method or whatever to that. So we're not here to talk about auctions. We're here to talk about ham radio.
You know where they have a school for?
What's that? Hard Knocks.
No, besides that, yodeling.
Yes.
Shooting star, the more you know.
I don't remember guidance counselor sitting down with me saying, Don, you're such a good yodeler. Why don't you? And I kept saying, no, I eat yodels. There's a difference between yodeling and eating yodels from the company called Drake's, which I still love. Anyway. Okay. True story.
The Grouch says, shush, Shane. The chat is saying hello to everyone. Okay, I'll be quiet. I'll just talk amongst yourselves. Steve, how's your week been, buddy?
Week's been good. I made a huge mistake on a video that I was recording.
Shocking. I mean, sorry, what?
We
all do it.
I didn't do an overhead view as I was soldering it together.
I was going to say you forgot to hit record.
Oh, well, no. Almost.
So everyone sees you sitting there chatting and you're supposedly soldering and they can't see what you're doing.
Yep. Everything's from the side.
So. Just put one of those like pop-in screens that says, imagine someone soldering. Mm-hmm. That's what you would see here. Well, at least you're making videos.
I got one done. It posted today.
That's one more than I've got.
Yep.
I still haven't had a chance to tune my...
Got to finish my radio.
That's a radio?
That's a radio.
What kind of radio is it? Let me big and big.
What is that? What is that thing? Let's see that thing.
Things that make you say, A DX FTA. So it only does FTA?
Only does FTA.
And it only works DX?
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, it works.
7 bands.
All right.
So at its QRP, below 1 watt.
So it's microwatts.
It's microwatts.
I mean, that is low signal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I think
not power, it's just weak signal.
Yep. Well, it's also low power.
That's
at least
true.
on that one. But I think I'm going to set it up and make it kind of a go kit for these last minute trips. So I can throw it in my backpack and go out to a park and do FT8.
Run it off a 9-volt battery?
Or less. Like a USB power bank.
Wow. Holy cripes.
So that with the res antenna, or maybe the spool antenna.
There you go.
Will be the mast.
James wants to know, Izzo, where's your shirt from?
Quirky QRP.
He should know better.
And I think we've got a ticker for that. Yep.
We do.
Hold up. I got to ask.
Pizza's ready. Pizza's ready.
I was about to ask about the pizza, but go ahead.
Watching your video a while ago, and is it true that I picked up that you was about to solder, but you forgot to turn the soldering iron on? Did I see that?
So that soldering iron's battery powered, and it shut off on me.
Oh, I seen you go reach over there, and I seen the red light shining on your hand. I was like, man was already anticipating. Hello, everybody.
Speaking of shirts, are you wearing a bowling shirt, Joe Brett? Is that a bowling shirt?
Oh,
it looks like a bowling shirt.
Class chaps, man.
Oh,
what are you drinking,
it's
Joe?
all
What are you
about the
drinking?
emblem. It's all about that emblem.
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, me too. Yep, I'm drinking sweet tea also.
Where's my
Okay, sorry to interrupt, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Carry on.
You're good.
Okay. I was trying to get the link for James's website, Quirky QRP, where you can save a little money and you can get a shirt like Izzo's wearing. Mine has unfortunately been taken off the website.
Man, those Quirky advertise those 3 36-inch long.
The mats.
The yoga mat.
36-inch long wall arts that he. Yeah, those were.
That was a giant link.
That was a big link. Took 3
Sorry,
coming.
Sorry, everybody.
Took 4 lines. That was 4 lines, wasn't it?
Let me see if I can shrink that down.
The normal size.
But listen, guys, this is it. We are officially into summer of operating outside just about, I think, everywhere in the United States at various conditions. James and so many other people have got some great stuff to buy if you need it. So, and look at it. We from
and
Res
sometimes
antennas.
even if you don't need it, if you just kind of want it, I mean, he's got that.
Right. Res antennas last week. This week,
you make us a air conditioner with
a portable
Clubhouse
air conditioner
logo on it. Yeah, portable air conditioner with Clubhouse logo. Yeah, then I can
or at least one of those hand operated fans.
And he's got easy payments too.
Yeah.
And this sounds like we're doing an infomercial for Quirky QRP. Thanks, James.
Yeah. Thank you, James.
Did you see Mike did a video? Kate MRD did a video where he had that mat that was like taking up the entire table. The yoga mat, yeah. I can't show this one because all of my stuff's on it, but I have that chart of electromagnetic radiations.
Oh.
I don't know if y'all saw that on the website, but it talks about reflection and refraction and diffraction and interference and polarization. It's really cool, Matt.
It's a lot of big words.
Okay, not the frequency chart one.
No, I'm pulling it up. Give me a second here.
Is it stuff that you would find on your extra test?
No, it's just like history stuff. Come on, where's it at? I don't want the giant one. The giant one it's called the Mammoth, but it's a vintage tabletop chart. But he does have like a giant one that has like the band plan and this on the other side of it.
You're not talking that one, are you?
Guys. No, not that one.
Oh, I love that. Let me tell you something. I got that frequency allocation thing from the SEC. I forgot where. I think it might have been in. Oh man, what was that famous bookstore that was all over the place? Barnes and Noble. Barnes and Noble.
I was gonna say Half Price Books, but okay.
No. This was not the place where you get those dirty comic books. This was Barnes and Noble's.
That's not Half Price Books.
Well, doesn't every community have one of those?
I don't know.
All right. That's a story. That's a story. That's a Discord story.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah, it is.
So anyway, I got that thing back in the early 90s, and I had a hole in my wall, and I needed so not only was it functional to cover the hole in the wall, it was an awesome way of learning about what stuff is where.
It's that one.
Oh, look at that's vintage, man. I like that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's gotta go in a frame, I think. Oh my god.
It's like all kinds of nerd stuff.
That's wall art for the shack.
Yeah, I like that. I've seen that.
Or else you put it in the bathroom, and that's where you're.
No, you put it on your desk. You don't. It's a mat like for your mouse and stuff. Only it's the bigger one. Because I had one that took up like my entire desk, and then I had the smaller one, which is now it's now living. The smaller one that's got the band plan that lives in my POTA box since I rebuilt my POTA box.
12 by 18. Did you do the 12 by 22?
I did one that's this long.
Steve, Jody says no soldering on that mat. It'll be an insult to
no.
to the fine math of our hobby.
Just congratulations to Into FET.
Dude, you're 12 years old.
12 years old and got my extra week ago. Holy cow.
Well, first off, congratulations. And I'm sure
you have an excuse now.
No, but I'm
so easy. A 12-year-old could do it.
I hope I didn't say anything that's going to put hair on his chest now or get him in trouble when he's at summer camp.
We try to restrain
on this stream. Do not repeat it.
Who's watching you right now? Who's your parental? Did they at least drive you? Did they at least drive you to the test?
Congratulations, buddy. That's fantastic.
Seriously, congratulations, man. I look
Now,
forward to
all the rest of you, get off your butt.
Dude, I want to work this kid now. I want to work him. I want to.
Well, after the show posts, make sure you put his call sign in Ham Alert. So next time he's out doing POT or whatever,
there you go, Ham Alert.
I have a question for Joe Brett.
He live streams as well. I've seen that in the chat, and I have said hello in the live stream before. So
that's green, right?
Nope.
No, gray.
This is green, right?
No, gray.
No, this shirt is green, boys.
No,
green.
It may be in your world, Shane. No, we ain't doing this again.
I'm not the one that's colorblind. Is it blue or is it green?
And Joe Brett's wearing a bowling shirt. I'm telling you, that's a bowling shirt.
The shirt is a green.
He's just probably blue because he doesn't have any lights.
What's your camera doing then? What kind of filtering you got going on?
None. Look at this ugly mug. If I had filters, it might make me look better.
It's called tequila.
Ooh, and he got 48 out of 50 on that extra.
Damn,
wow.
48.
Oh,
dude, you rock.
Yeah. That's better than I got.
Yeah, we know. I was there for it.
Did we have a test last night? A session last night?
We did.
How many did we get? We did a couple?
We had two. One went for general, one went for extra. They both passed.
Excellent.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Congratulations.
Well, everybody. So, we still do monthly testing on the last Monday of the month.
Yep.
Let us know. We'll get you taken care of.
Get a hold of Steve.
Those are posted up on Ham Study, so you can see them up there.
Good.
Or you can at one of us in the chat for the link. We'll give it to you.
Absolutely.
Dean, thanks for being a member for 30 months. Greetings to the clubhouse. 30 months. Guys.
30 months. What are you doing?
I did get the podcast semi caught up this week. We're
Good
only
job.
one episode behind, and I just ran out of time. So hopefully those of you who have been downloading, check that and see what our downloads are for the month and see if we got that spike back. So sorry to let you guys down.
I find it so odd that when it comes to podcasts, you refer to it as downloading.
Mm-hmm.
When we're streaming it, I ain't downloading shit. Shoot.
Well, you are because it's not live. You still have to download it.
No, I'm not. I'm not saving it to a device.
You don't have to save it to download it, but you got to download it to listen to it.
I'm not downloading it.
It downloads into your cache file.
It downloads.
Or cache if you're French.
Cache me outside. How about that?
You're welcome, Joe. I set you up for that one. Julie asked you won the Extra by April giveaway. We didn't do any giveaway this year.
Oops.
We had other giveaways close to it, but we didn't have an actual Extra by April giveaway. So next year, come on, guys.
You should have told her it was you should have told her it was an ICOM 7610, and Ray came on the show to give it away just to piss them off.
Right. You know you're lying.
I love you, Pota Power. I love them.
And it'd be the 7760. Come on, let's
7760. That's right.
I mean, if we're gonna shoot for the moon, might as well.
That's right. You shoot for Mars.
Oh,
so anyway, Steve, I interrupted you as I always do, but
yeah, I'm used to it.
Well, I mean, it has been a couple years now, so
yeah. Nope, that's all I've got. I am currently in the job hunting mode because project's not looking like it's going to last too much longer.
No more flying to Japan?
No.
I mean, is that really a bad thing, though? That's a lot of jet lag.
If you watch the news lately,
I know.
All government travel got canceled.
Yeah, tends to do
there ain't no more boats left in the harbor right now for him to work on.
He's right.
They're taking a little trip.
Oh.
UPS.
That card from Joe Brett went out UPS.
Yeah. That's why I mail everything UPS now, and I just insure it for an ungodly amount of money.
Absolutely.
Might as well get paid.
Well, Izzo?
Not your travel, but everybody else's.
Oh, yeah. Not the travel that you get. I wouldn't say you get paid to do. Well, I mean, technically it's your job, so yeah. But anyway, all right, Izzo, over to you, man. How's your week been?
Hey, y'all ain't even got to Izzo yet?
No. That's what
I'm
happens
gonna,
when I come
no,
on.
I'm gonna keep it short
When
and
I
sweet.
show up.
No, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. You ready? Put the timer on. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
No, you're supposed to go 3, 2, 1, ready.
All right, 3.
Wait, what happened to your audio?
Never say 2 and 1. It's
No,
not
Never
no,
say
no.
2 and 1. You just point to the person so they can go live. That's
You're pointing to Joe Brett.
buy you books.
Okay, see that I get. What Joe Brett just said, I get that. That means action. That means action, and that means you better
That
hurry
means
up.
roll camera is what that
Roll camera. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy work week. Tons of overtime. Lots of money coming in.
Nice.
But it's all gonna go out. It's already spent.
I was about to say it's probably already spent.
It's already spent.
Mine is.
Kids in college, yeah.
Yeah.
And talking about work, and he's been on my ham alert all week.
That's because it was so damn hot up here. And you know how we complain. The Northerners, we complain about how cold it is and this and that. Now we're complaining about how damn hot it is. And yesterday I was out. I had to drop Matthew up at school for a 24-hour gig kind of a thing. And I did the park next to the school.
Nice.
And that was at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, I think it was. And it was already like 88 or 90 degrees. Mm-hmm. This, folks, which I'm using tonight, this is a lifesaver.
I can't even hear that thing running. It's a quiet fan.
And even at full bore, it's about 40% right now.
Oh, wow.
It'll do many hours, obviously, depending on how fast you want it. But what I like about it is because, look, there's no cords.
Powered.
Are you saying it's battery powered?
It's battery powered. Yeah,
wow.
They got those. What are those?
1860s?
I think it's the
1850s. Yep.
1650s, right? And what I like about this is now someone's going to bitch and say that's a lot of money. Well, then tell you what, then
go buy it.
Don't buy it because when you're sitting because when I'm sitting on at the tailgate, even with the umbrella up, I keep a portable umbrella with me. You need to blow cool air. You have to. If not,
keep it moving.
If not, you're going to be like a Snickers bar at 120 degrees. You're just going to go flat. And then you're going to make a mess. What I also like about this thing is those little gnats and other little things that do this.
Yeah, bugs.
It throws off. Now, I'm no scientist here, but it helped me out with this word. It's aerodynamics or what's that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it throws off their whole wings, and they don't know whether to flap this way or flap that way. And
speaking of flapping,
they stay away from you.
Speaking of flapping,
look who knocked on the door.
What's up?
He was flapping on.
We have a young'un watching. You keep it clean, beer snack.
He was flapping on 40 meters, and I said, "You gonna come to the show?"
Wait, hold on. How old is this young'un?
12.
But he's shaved. No, the kid's shaved. Doesn't that kind of put him in a different category?
The absolute defeat.
Holy shit! That's a great. That was awesome.
My apologies. I will. Yes. Is that better?
Have I ever lied to you before?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, you have.
That's how you bring the show to a screeching halt right there.
Yeah, look at him. Yes. He's in the great woods of New Jersey.
Oh, come on.
I was about to say, both you guys are outdoor streaming. I need to go have to jump on the patio. I'm jealous.
I'm a mountain man. I'm a mountain guy. I'm a beach boy. I'm Mr. Outdoors, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
What kind of mountain?
Bring it on. What?
Mountain that breaks your back?
That's called an ex-wife.
Easy.
Oh,
these guys.
I have to keep it clean. All right. Hi, guys. It's lovely to see you.
It's lovely to see you, buddy.
Y'all have a good night.
Wow. See, that's how you don't get yourself in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. just don't show up. Then you won't get in trouble. Easy peasy.
Right? Anybody's trouble.
So Izzo, it was where we were talking with you before we got derailed.
So real quickly, I got
Sorry,
two.
I
I got two.
I'm sorry.
No. Come on.
We'll get you in a
Dude,
minute, son.
It's just like old times, man. This is like old times. Somebody call up Molson. Get him out of that Dairy Queen. Get him over there. I did two quick activations yesterday. Today I didn't do anything because I was my lazy ass slept almost until 11 o'clock this morning.
Your what ass?
My lazy ass.
Oh, okay.
Field day. I got some plans for field day. We'll talk about that stuff later. And tonight's cigar is the where is that? You see that here? The Mia Cardita from Dunbar Tobacco.
Great cigar.
One of my. This is it, man. This is.
Have you seen the black label one now? I had that one last week.
Yes.
So there's a blue, a black, a red.
Right.
And I think there may be one more that I'm missing, but all three of them are fantastic.
Right. Fantastic. So that's all I got. See, stop the timer.
I need to go to Twitch and ban somebody right quick.
Uh-oh.
Or it's in our live stream.
No, it's in the YouTube.
Why would somebody do that? There's a 12-year-old.
Come back. Those bots have been gone for so long.
Have some respect.
Now they came back. I swear. Things we do in this
Cripes, if you're gonna
we're skyrocketing again.
Yeah, that's what happens when I start up doing the.
But it's real simple. They were here when Bitter Snack was. They were gone when he wasn't. And now Bitter Snack's here tonight.
You saying along? Are you saying the dog got fleas? Is that what you're saying?
Bitter Snack shows up and all of a sudden somebody's.
Here comes the bots.
Mm-hmm.
That dog was out in the lake by the house and he comes in, gave a good shaking. Trust me, my dog used to do that. That's what I know. You say hate that. You say hate that. You let
the whole house smells.
They make that especially in this hot weather. They'd make that beeline for water, and then their whole undercarriage is just dripping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God!
Thanks for sharing the link there, Steve.
Yep.
And give Otis a follow. And Otis, thanks for joining us tonight. Derailed the show. Well, Joe Brett, how about you, man?
I'm here. So, I hadn't done much. Haven't turned the radio on except a while ago to go to the Dollar General, and get some supper food. So I turned the radio on in the truck. But
what kind of supper food do you get at Dollar General?
And I got one of them DiGiorno's.
Oh, it's not delivery; it's DiGiorno.
Evidently, I don't know how to cook fancy.
Dude, that's frozen pizza. That ain't
it took forever. Man, it comes in this fancy thick plastic. Not the rattle.
You take the plastic off first.
Plastic off.
It'll cook faster if you take the plastic off.
You say that
it doesn't have to burn the plastic first.
No, that plastic is like
not
8
a crisper.
mil. No,
like your Hot Pocket is.
Dude, that's 8 mil. You save that plastic for when you get a hole in the roof, and you can use that for a temporary patch. I'm telling you, man. And that ain't no real pizza, because I'm an Italian. That ain't no real pizza. Anyway.
This is one of those pizzas. The packaging you can open in the middle of the night, and not wake anybody up. So
wow,
yeah, it doesn't rattle, crunch, or nothing like that. So besides all that, I went and did a little something different this weekend. Father-in-law had a brand new race car he built. We went to the dirt track.
Ooh!
And apparently, you hit a button on your microphone. He goes, "Wow, blew me out there."
Tell us more.
Yeah,
I didn't touch that.
Up and down.
Yeah, so that's a problem. I noticed that.
Yeah, and you gotta try editing that in the podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. I noticed that when I did the dirt track video. So I'll go back to my usual self. I've got nothing going on.
That works. No, tell us about the dirt track because I saw the video. That's cool.
There's the video. Go watch the video on my channel.
Go watch the video on it.
You want to give them a teaser here so they might want to go and see the rest of the story?
It's a damn good video. I made it.
Make some engine sounds. Make some engine sounds. I want to know.
Go put a video up. Go watch it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
How many phone books did you have to put in the seat for Noelle to see over the steering wheel?
We didn't have any. She didn't see over the steering wheel.
Did you have to take blocks of 2x4 and put them on top of the pedals?
That's in the video as well. But Yeah. So I did a little research on this niche of dirt track video, and I mean, I think I've got the best damn thumbnail in dirt track racing that I've seen so far.
I mean, the bar was pretty low, but yes, sir. I agree.
Most of them
It's
didn't have
good.
a thumbnail. So.
I mean, demographics.
Yeah. If the bar is that low and Joe steps under it, I think we're pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I think he ought to attract a whole new audience with that thumbnail.
Oh yeah.
Well, Joe, we have seen, for those who have followed this show now for the last, is it 3 years? I forgot how many we're in.
Too long.
We're in season 4, so we're going on
season 4
through our 4th year.
Okay,
We had
so
3
everybody should know one of Joe's previous vehicles was a lowrider pickup truck.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was intentional lowrider or stuff just broken. It just kind of going down. But regardless,
by design.
Joe, does this get you excited now to maybe do a project, to maybe find something?
So those cars cost?
Me, no, but Noel is actively on Marketplace looking for a race car. So.
What?
Who would have thought that?
We're thinking about starting her in the hot shot class.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we should get all our spouses doing that.
No.
Oh,
yes.
No.
I already have an expensive hobby. I don't need another one.
Oh, Shane, you could sell that brand new basket.
I'm just saying, could you imagine a race car with all the ham radio stickers on it as sponsors and an antenna? Probably not an cool. Because they're hard to come by, mail order. But
on top of which, you have to have a 146, 420, or you got to have the VHF calling frequency on it too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Instead of like that 26.2 or whatever for the people who run. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you got to
just put
have a picture
5.2.
of Tank. Then you got to have a picture of Tank Radio walking up to it and slapping his sticker on it.
His Tank Radio magnet somewhere.
Yeah.
Holding up the Bondo.
Jody says, Noel gets a hobby like that. Joe Brett's radio budget enters the unlimited class.
Right.
There we go.
I'll make a deal with you. I'll make it.
Let's start
get the
mixing the
finance
for it.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, would she like something like a 79 Camaro or a 68 Chevelle?
You got one sitting in the back.
Kyle. Hey, did you hear what Sebastian from Ham 2K Polo did for Jeff?
No.
Yes.
Steve, I think you'll probably be better at telling the story than I will.
So there is a new Easter egg in Polo for Field Day.
Yes.
You get to keep track of your please copies.
It's called the PC report. It's the
That's
PC
awesome.
report. A gray man asked him to do it. I believe he did it.
He did it.
So
that's awesome. I want to see
Did
those.
they all get sent to Kyle?
That would be even better. That would be even better.
They'll go on red for live.
I think Kyle
Right.
dropped the short of it.
Oh, great.
If we all watched a little more YouTube, you'd probably be up to date like Steve is.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to tell you, talking about Kyle and videos, Kyle just did a video on the 891 remote software that's what you call open source software or whatever. Anyway, it was great to see you, Kyle. So excited. I mean, I was almost so excited, like I was jealous for of you, because he pointed out the most important part of this remote software, this whatever you want to call it, is you can actually get to menu stuff on your computer screen that matters instead of going through 133 menu items. That's pretty cool.
I need to go check out the video.
Yeah. So now I got to put a freaking computer in the truck. So
Thinking I could hook a Raspberry Pi up to the 857.
that's exactly what I was thinking of.
David, that is a very coveted list. We don't even know if we have access to anymore.
It's a very ancient ritual.
Which I happen to have a spare Pi right there.
Mm-hmm.
I think we lost the password to that list.
Right. We forgot who we needed to get that updated.
Isn't it admin, ADMIN?
And the password's password?
Bastards.
All right, we do have a guest waiting who's been
already
waiting for
left.
half an hour. I saw that.
Yeah.
Beer Snack, it's good to see you, buddy. How you been? And I'll
Hi,
let
guys.
you guys chat because I'm going to need a refill for the rest of this show.
Hold on. This is where I am. All right.
I hate you.
I'm on a lake.
Hate you.
Okay.
I hate you.
I'm on a vacation, so
In the woods.
I'm just here to say hi. So yeah, I'm in the woods. I grabbed a radio and I came into the woods. In fact, I was talking to
going to say,
Izzo
did you
a
grab
while
the
ago
Balfang or the G90?
on the radio. Neither. I got my 891 with me. And
The
my
891
8
go in the woods.
task crew.
How are you doing the ATAS in the woods? Is it connected to a vehicle, or do you have it some
Antenna loop.
Oh, antenna. Okay.
Yeah, no. I have it on a spike mount. Shane's got the picture in Discord. I don't have anything pulled up on my computer here.
I think I remember. Okay, I think I remember seeing that picture. Then, yeah, it's got a counterpoise.
I went to Home Depot. I got a 3-foot length of aluminum rod. I made a point on one end. I got a mirror mount for the other end with a UHF connector, and I have 15 or so wires that go off it, radials, ground plane radials, and I have those fast connected to the trucker mount, and it's laid out in the front lawn right now. The only problem is that smart meter that is on this house.
Was it really that bad working me?
Aluminum foil.
If I could record it, it really was bad. You were like, I had DNR up halfway. I could barely pick you up. So I'm not sure if it's that or the fact that the air conditioner has been running constantly in this house, because it is still very warm. And yeah, I got to go back inside in a few minutes.
Well, we don't want you melting. That's a mess. Beer snack.
Yeah.
A beer snack mess. Ugh.
Oh yeah, beer snack melting or melting down are two bad things. But I'm just here.
Things you never want to see.
Haven't seen you in a while. I gotta
know, welcome.
Because we're about to head out and eat some ice cream. So
Ice cream.
Well, glad you got to join us for the first half hour of the show.
Well, 15, 20 minutes. I'm good with that.
Well, you know.
Yep.
I was rounding up.
Round up? Always round up, right?
Always round up. All right, so
All right,
tonight.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on
right.
1 second. There's being shots fired in the chat with our friends from the Northeast, who we've all participated at one time on there. So they take a long time to talk before they get on topic. I think we're going to have to call them out. This is not even about who's a vegetarian or not. This is about, we should go back and record, look at and put the stopwatch. These guys saying that we're taking too long.
Well, we're only 35 minutes in.
I think he was saying that we didn't do audio checks.
I know what
someone was saying that Steve's audio was low, but Steve's audio sounds fine.
I see nothing about taking too long. It's all about everybody's audio.
Did I make a mistake? If I made a mistake, I apologize.
Nah, it's okay.
I'll just sit here.
It's just those guys.
I'll just sit here and I'll be quiet.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, never happened. Never happened.
All right, Beer Snack, thanks for joining us. Are you going to stick around for our guest? Okay.
No, I got to get going because, like I said, we're
enjoy your ice cream, buddy.
And the kids are bugging me because I got to play with them. So I'll see y'all later.
Nice.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Love you, brother.
We're going to replace Beer
money.
Snack. We'll spend lots of money.
Can we spend some money?
I already spent some. He's like, wait, hold on, you're breaking up.
No.
That says yes. That's yes. He says I agree. He just said
the RFI. I heard yes. That's all I hear.
He just said I agree. I agree. He said,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. There.
Thanks for your second. Hey, look, and it's appropriate.
Good night, guys.
Good night, buddy. All right. Well, it's time to talk about Field Day, and we have a guest sitting in the back, Sandy. Welcome to the show. Sorry it took us so long to get to you, but you know how this thing goes. But Sandy it's Black Swamp Amateur Radio or Black Swamp Radio Club.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I took a nap, just so you know.
That fits.
You're feeling refreshed.
A woman's always right.
And I'm drinking with Superman. So
hey,
there you have
there
it.
You go.
I asked my daughter I just said, oh gosh, I really could use a pop. She went to Dairy Queen, and you guys are talking about Dairy Queen. And
I'm surprised you didn't get a blizzard. That's normally when one of our cast members goes to when they go to Dairy Queen, they always come back with a blizzard and eat ice cream on stream, and everyone's like, "Why are you chomping on ice cream?"
Those are really good.
They are.
Yeah, Snicker Blizzard. Oh, they're so
His
good.
is Heath Bar. I think that's right.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a Canadian thing, I guess.
Or Reese's Pieces. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. That's another good one.
You got me with that one. That I can do.
His has like maple syrup or something in it. Dribble.
Probably. So, welcome to the show. What's new with you since the last time we talked to you? I mean, you guys have been pretty busy.
Mm-hmm. We try and keep ourselves busy, out in the parks, and been doing a bunch of roves. We just got done doing a 105 park rove.
Damn.
With 10
I'm
operators.
Sorry, 105 parks?
105 park rove with 10 operators and 7 states. So that was pretty cool.
Wow, congratulations on that one.
I would plan that one out. I wouldn't even been thinking about that, because you could have multiple operators in multiple states doing roves, and they all would count as one.
Yes. That's a lot of uploading, isn't it?
Why didn't I think of that?
Love it.
Yeah, absolutely. It was pretty cool. Yeah, so we've added some new people, and so that was very helpful. But yeah, we are all in a group chat, and so they would all send all of their parks to just me. So I would just update the number, and so that was kind of like a just kind of kept you going every time that you saw. Oh gosh, okay, we're at 50 or we're at 55. So that was kind of cool. We kind of. I don't know. There was like a lull about 1 o'clock that day, and it was just the bands were just horrible. I'm like, we're not going to beat our old record. We did 80 last year, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, we were pretty scared that we weren't going to make 100. That was our goal, and then we ended up with 105. So we were pretty happy about that. It was a fun day.
Congratulations.
Was most of them on the East Coast, or where was everyone kind of spread out all over the country, or where was kind of the focus?
So yeah, we had Kentucky. We had Brandon White. He's our newest member. KZ4 Charlie Papa. He's in Kentucky, and then we had Pittsburgh. So that's Curtis and Carrie, KB3 CMT and KLT. So you probably know who they are. So and then Tony, he's in Louisiana, KE8 SEL. And he was all over. He was in 3 states. And I think, it was crazy.
So Sandy, what was everybody doing? Was everybody assigned to take on 2 parks, 3 parks in a 24-hour period, or were they say, hey, listen, try to hit 2 states? What was the behind the scenes discussion?
Yeah, so some started Friday night. So yeah, because Eric went down to Tennessee, so that's really why we started the rove, because we knew he was going to be down there, and he usually gets us a gob of states and
late
parks.
Shift, right? Late shift.
Yeah. So then Saturday, I had 8 parks. I didn't really contribute a whole lot, but KE8QJV, he had 20 or 21. He was 19, somewhere around there, and then Tony, he had 16, 17 parks. Brandon, I think he had 10 or more parks. I don't know. It all just got divided between us all. And Brad, I think he got 8 parks, and because we were just all over, and we had Cody out there, and 10 of us out there. I'm not saying some call signs, and please forgive me. My club understands me. So
it's hard to remember everybody, especially
I know. I love them all. Exactly. And I love them all. So if I'm forgetting somebody, I don't mean to. But anyway, that was a fun day. It was kind of stressful because we had 45 minutes to go, and we're like, oh my gosh, we're just not going to make it. Oh, and then so you have to make sure that you're not adding the duplicate parks, the trail, and I think there was Lewis and Clark. I think that was another one that was duplicated. So I have to decipher all that. And And so my system wasn't quite working because I wanted park numbers. So a couple of the guys didn't just give me park numbers. They just gave me, oh, I did 5 or I'm up to 8. So then I had to, I'm like, okay, guys, back up the train. We got a -3 on there. So that was kind of like, oh, shoot, that's 3 behind our 100 that we thought we had. So but we ended up with 105. But it was just fun. It was just fun in the chat. And yeah,
for me to get 5 parks in a day, it's almost 11 hours of driving.
Wow.
Well, see, we're park rich here, so
we are too. They're just really far apart. Texas is kind of
big. Yeah. And I think that Tony was in Texas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, he was in parts of Texas, I swear. Yeah, it's crazy. He's just all over. He'll go 200-300 miles just to hit a new park.
Wow.
From Louisiana, where he works. He's from this area. He is. Well, he's like, was it last year? Is it 2023? He was #1 parks activated. He had like 801 parks activated that year. All new parks. And then the president of the club, KEQJV, that year, he had 1,300 activations.
Wow.
So,
that's awesome.
The inside joke, it's crazy. Isn't that crazy? They're crazy. So we have like this inside joke that the next person who does like 800 or 1,300 activations, we have a straight jacket for him. We're just going to send it to him because they're just crazy.
It's an award like the big wrestling belt, only it's a straight jacket.
Yeah, there you go. And just kind of pass on the straight jacket from person to person. Okay, you're the next crazy one.
But you get to keep it until next year and see if someone breaks your record.
Right. Yeah. So I'm just not like, I did 8 parks and that was a lot for me. I'm more of I like to sit in a park and just do QSOs, but I like roving with someone else. Like
that's
for the first part of that rove.
Podo. You can do what you want. You can do 10 and go to the next park. You can sit there for hours in the same park. You can do your activation, do what you want to do.
Yep. Nope. I agree with that. Yeah. So the first part of my my activations, I had Phil with me, who was another swamper. So just, I don't know, we had like 3-4 parks that we went to, and then I had the rest by myself. And I don't mind it. Like, I don't mind like the setup, but I get kind of weirded out by my surroundings sometimes. Like, okay, all right, there's someone over there. Okay, like I like being
there's
at
home
hunting because there's a weirdo over there. Okay, just stay over there. Please don't come over here. Why are you coming over here? I don't want you to come over here. Don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me.
Then it's like all they want to do is talk about ham radio, and you're like, let me put this taser away.
Exactly. Why are you walking over here? Please don't walk over here. I know. So that kind of weirds me out sometimes, especially if they're like we call them body dump parks. Because that's what they look like.
You're talking about wildlife management areas?
Yes, those. Yes.
Where there's kind of, because I did a video
kind of sketchy.
Up at the Texas-Oklahoma border, there's a park up there, and it's a WMA, wildlife management area. And I'm sitting in the park, and little did I know that this is a park that people go hunting in. So I'm sitting there playing radio, and then all of a sudden someone unloads with a gun, like maybe a couple 100 yards behind me, and I'm sitting there like, all right, should I duck? I was like, all right, I'm gonna cut this one short. I got my 10. I'm out.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Then there's that. Yeah.
I feel you.
Now that does worry me.
Don't go by yourself. And take a jacket with you, a bulletproof vest.
Well, seriously, in the past, I've always said I take off my sunglasses and I put them on the go kit or somewhere so I could see what's behind me. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'd always try to position myself up against a wall, which when I say a wall, could be brush, but sometimes you just can't do that. So you got to come up with, I see people take a bicycle mirror that they've used and do what you got to do, man. The bottom line, you got to stay safe.
Absolutely.
You never know. You know, I mean,
Right.
I don't care
Yeah,
what you're
especially in
packing.
Michigan.
So,
Especially in Michigan. I don't know why I say that. Some of them parks are pretty scary.
well, that's why.
There's
That's
some
why
sketchy ones around. Yeah, absolutely.
KAMRD got the hell out of there. Maybe that's a reason. I don't know. You never know. You know.
I don't know.
James
There's
asked if
one
that's where I
park
dropped
that
my
I.
7000. No. Sorry, say
Oh, go ahead.
You're talking about
Go
some
ahead.
of them places being scary. That's like some of the management areas that's on the POTA map around here.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those a little sketch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find a
talking
park ranger at the gate.
Well.
You won't find a park ranger at the gate in those places. You know that.
And most of the time, you don't find a park ranger ever. Right. Like they might come out there when the hunting season starts. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it's a choose your own adventure after that.
Yeah, in Ohio, our park rangers are always around. He's really cool though. He knows what we're up to now.
Even in the management areas, they make the circles out there.
Yes, actually, yeah, they do. Because we were like because there's one. I'm just like, every time we go there, we feel like we're like breaking up a drug deal or something. Like there's one car that goes in, and then I think so too. I mean,
I've seen Breaking Bad.
Did he give you guys a deputy badge?
Right.
Yeah. Well, so we noticed. Well, and now I'm just like, okay, now I wish I'm glad we said something, but now the next time that we went there, I'm like, hey, my tree's gone. Where'd my tree go that I throw my wire up in? Like, that's like totally gone. Like they I don't know how many feet, cleared the area so that you can see better inside, so they can't hide and do their deals and stuff. So that was one thing. Two of our trees, actually, the one where we hung our balun on, and then the other one where I, hung. I'm just like, oh, okay. So we had to just totally redo.
I feel like this has turned into the NCIC POTA victims POTA unit.
Not the SVU, but it's the POTA victims unit.
Yeah, the POTA. Yeah, Ice-T's going to come out now and try to.
Yep.
I know. Well, I know.
Sandy.
Yeah. Well, we were at the creepy park, and the guy had to come see what we were doing, and we had the trunk open, and he said, "Hey, I saw you over at Harrison Lake," and then I followed you over here, and then the trunk is open, and I didn't know if we had to look for a body or something. I'm like, oh my gosh!
Was there duct tape and shovels and tarps in the trunk of the vehicle?
Just paracord.
Listen, Sandy.
Just paracord.
Sandy, on the picnic table, just put some cinder blocks, a bag of lime, some chains. They're not going to listen. As they get closer, they're going to They're going to do a 180. They're going to go that way. That's
oh my gosh!
It's like putting the big dog outside. Sometimes you got to put the big dog outside. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Don't you?
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. But yeah, it's been fun. This definitely is a fun hobby. I'll tell you.
James does an antenna and some duct tape.
Yeah.
Duct tape.
That'll do it.
Well, you always have to have duct tape.
Absolutely.
Gotta have some. I like Gorilla tape. Yeah, Gorilla tape is the best. I don't think I've ever. Yeah, that one holds.
Look at this. Advice from Sandy tonight. If nobody else learns anything else, Sandy just said it.
Yeah.
Gorilla tape.
Just make sure you grab the Gorilla tape when you want stuff to not move.
Right.
And you grab the dude wipes for when stuff needs to move. And don't mix them up.
Another kind of tape you can consider is the underbelly tape for like RVs and mobile homes.
Mm-hmm.
They got like some.
They have some Gorilla tape for that.
There you go.
Actually, yeah, I need to fix the roof of my. Yeah.
Sandy, but anyway, we were talking. What are you guys doing for field day now? What are you guys going to? Because field day is in.
That's what I was like.
4 days.
It's a great segue.
4 days. Yes. So a friend of mine has this beautiful property over in Fayette, Ohio, and he actually lets us use his property for our cousins' campouts. And I was like, gosh, this would be a perfect spot for field day. And so he asked him, and he was like, yeah, okay. He was kind of wondering, so are these nice people? Like they're pretty good people, right? Yeah, they're good people. Of course, we're ham radio operators. We're all nice people.
Exactly.
Yes.
I think we are.
Yeah, we are.
So yeah, he was a go with it. He's got many acres. So I think we're gonna be on like, I don't know, 5+ acres for our group. And
Nice.
so we want to run a 7 alpha this year. And our goal
That's
is
7 operators, right? What's the alpha?
Yeah.
Alternative power.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, no, yep, all battery. Yeah, there's no electricity across the road. There's a big hip barn, but there's no electricity. So, yep, all battery.
What kind of barn is this? A hip?
Oh, a hip barn.
What's a hip
barn?
No,
you're not from these parts, are you?
No, I'm a country boy. I'm a country boy. I'm a country bumpkin from where I come from. But...
He's a country bumpkin from Connecticut.
Okay. So,
Irony.
like the old barns that were built in like 1850s, where the families all come together and they build the barn.
The old
it's got
Amish barns.
It's like the,
Yeah, okay.
Is that an Amish barn?
Yeah, that's what we call them, Amish barns.
I didn't know they had a specific name. That's all.
I have a John Deere. Just so you know, I have a John Deere.
You have a John Deere snow thrower.
Oh, good.
I have a John Deere
Oh,
tractor.
The lawn tractor doesn't count.
You have a John Deere tractor to put in your hip barn.
And I got a hat. I got a John
Deere. A
hat.
lawnmower is not a tractor.
I have a tractor.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
anyway, let's get back to
sorry, I had to Google hip barn.
Pole barn.
Yeah, it's a pole barn.
Why, what's it say?
Pole barn.
It's a pole. No, it's not a pole barn.
Okay.
Pole barns are metal, aren't they? I don't know. The pole barns in our area are metal. Hip barns are what you put steers and pigs and livestock. And I don't know. I probably maybe I should just stop talking because I was homeschooled and this is just what I learned.
You're teaching everybody else. I'm good. Literally Googling.
You're teaching. I'm teaching Sandyisms. I'm teaching Sandyisms.
There we go.
That's what my club tells me.
Years.
No wonder why my ears start ringing.
Oh shoot.
Okay. I'm gonna share, let me share this right quick, and you tell me if this is what you're talking about. So
okay.
And it takes a minute because Windows is being stupid.
He went to the Google.
Okay.
He went to the Google.
So is this what
you
you're
went
talking
to the
about?
Google. Yes, that's not a pole barn.
No,
that is a hip barn.
Technically, that's a hip barn. So
that is a hip barn if I ever saw one.
So for those of you who are on the podcast, you're gonna have to come over to the live stream after it re-uploads and see what the picture is that I just shared.
I'm gonna challenge all of our people who are smarter than me because I'm still using this chat GTP.
Which is all of us.
Make us an AI of the clubhouse in front of a hip barn. That could be our new clubhouse picture.
God.
And we'll put it on the web. You never know. So you never know. Get creative. Just make sure I look good with a cigar.
5 seconds.
Just make sure I look
I'm
good
going to have to take a picture of it. Yeah. I'm going to have to take a picture of this hip barn just for you.
You should. Yes, absolutely. You're going to have to come back afterwards so that we can say, how did your field day go and all that good stuff. So.
Yes.
All right.
Definitely.
So 7 stations, that's a challenge because you don't want to you don't want interference. There's some logistical planning with this. The most important
huge
food.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Bug went in my mouth.
That's because you didn't light your tiki torch.
I have to. Food. What are you guys doing for food? We'll get to the antennas stuff, but let's go with the food part. What are you doing for food?
Go with the important part first.
Oh, antennas.
No, food.
Oh, we have so many antennas. Okay, so food. All right, so I'm in charge of the food. Imagine that. So I'm going to have tacos Friday night for the guys for when they set up. And then kind of like a walking tacos, just tacos. Can't go wrong with tacos.
Tacos
and then
are the
Saturday
best.
Morning, they are, and it's easy. It's easy to make.
You're right.
And then Saturday morning, I'm
the
gonna.
Next morning is great.
Yes, those are good too. So Saturday morning, I'm gonna make some egg, cheese, and sausage sandwiches, bagels, and muffins.
Oh my! Hey,
Along-
Northeast Hams, I'm not coming there. I'm coming to Ohio.
The guys seem to like them, so I
Hell
make those.
yeah.
I make them for our Podun coffee too. So I make them for that.
Wait, you have a Podun coffee?
We do. We just had one last weekend. It was so neat. It was so neat because we
have cars and coffee and airplanes and coffee here, but Podun coffee is a whole new thing.
Yeah, we had the Boy Scouts there, so that was fun. So we had a good time there. Awesome. Yeah, and then we had an Indiana guy, WA9TMU. He came over to meet the Swampers, so that was fun. But anyway, okay, so I'm tangenting. Food. So then I get donuts from the local bakery because Lang's Bakery is the best donuts ever. So, and then I have coffee and orange juice. So that.
What's your favorite
donut?
That's
breakfast for.
What's your favorite donut, Sandy?
Oh, Long John's.
What's a Long John?
Cream filled. Oh, for crying out loud! Yeah, you just ain't from here. Look up a Long John.
Is it like an eclair?
Some people call them an eclair. Yep.
An eclair.
Is it like a? Is it like a?
Kind
is
of
it like a
pudding.
Cannoli? That sounds like a cannoli.
It's cream. It's got a cream fill. Not
cannoli isn't a dessert though.
Let me tell you something. You don't argue with an Italian what a cannoli is. You just say yes, and I'll have one.
There's one. There's the first one.
See,
that's a lot of
the AI.
What is that?
Oh, those are Long Johns. What? I thought you were looking up Long Johns.
There's her hand. Get that picture off here.
Got youngins.
That's great.
Helping him with his Mars code there.
Yeah, what's that? That ain't no clubhouse. That ain't no clubhouse for sure.
Oh shoot!
Get some dials going on.
Man.
That's it.
He suddenly went from 10 words a minute to 20 words a minute.
That's the skinny.
Oh my gosh!
You got a little stutter in your code.
To that.
Oh man, that's the skinny.
Sandy, would you save this show and get us back on topic?
All right, what's your favorite donut?
It's about as bad as me. I said Long Johns, and then a group of people came on there. I'm looking for Long Johns.
All right.
Okay. So then the fun part Saturday is we cater. So we have the local caterer, Blue Ribbon Diner. She makes the best food. So she fixes us all up for late afternoon supper and the next day. So we have leftovers usually, and I just put them in crock pots and then heat it back up for when we tear down. So yeah, we're definitely well fed. That's one of the things I want to make sure that everyone eats well.
Absolutely.
While they're running. So
that's incredible. That's incredible. Very seriously, that's an incredible itinerary of what you.
You don't want a hangry ham.
No hangries. No.
Yeah, I don't want a hangry ham.
That needs to be a t-shirt.
That's so true. It really should. It really should.
All right, James, get to work on that.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Don't be a hangry ham. Take your food with you.
Yeah. My Elmer. My Elmer's a hangry ham. Hangry ham. Yeah. So we know. Okay, we need to get some food.
It's catchy.
All right, Sandy. So the boys are going to want to know, what do you guys run for antennas and radios? What's your specialties?
Oh gosh. So, shoot. See, this is the guys' department. I cook food. That's all I do, and run a radio. They do all the antennas, but they have huge. Any.
But we love working you on the. Look, I'm being serious. We love working you on the air. You somehow you're like what's his name, who spreads the Red Sea. Everyone stops and wants to work you.
Moses?
When you get on Moses, she's like Moses on the. I'm telling you, and she just there's even on the dead bands, there's a pileup. All of a sudden, the bands come alive when Sandy's on. I'm telling you, because I chase a lot of the Black Swamp guys. I love working them, but there's something special about Sandy that all of a sudden, it's like working a PZN, James. If you don't get him in the beginning, you're gonna have to wait to the end. It just
when it says last call for 30 minutes.
Yeah,
last call for 35 minutes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, so Hex beam. I know that's one of the antennas.
Okay. All right.
I wish. So we just have several tents, and we have we run 40, 20, and like 15 and 10 in one tent. We have a digital tent. We have a CW tent. Well, with the digital. Oh, I wish I was more better on this topic.
No. I was laughing at James. James said, "Bro, do you even poto like Moses?"
That's going to be the new next.
Mm-hmm. Oh no!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You even poto like Moses. I see it.
So CW tent, a digital tent. So I'm assuming, is it just going to be like FT8 or someone doing any of the other digital modes, or y'all kind of
they're doing
the wealth with everything?
I believe they're doing FT8 and CW. Whatever is allowed will be ran. So I'm not sure what the rules are.
Yeah.
But they will be significantly. Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
There you go.
A hex beam and mostly in-fed half-wave setups. There we go.
Yes, we'll have that. But there's like so many antennas. There's so many antennas. Oh, did they? Oh, so they're commenting?
Yes, they're commenting. Yes.
Okay.
They're helping you out.
Oh, good. Thank you.
So sideband.
I just know that there's lots of
JSA call.
David here right along. David telling you you're doing a great job.
Yeah, absolutely.
From the beginning. Yeah.
You can always tell when someone is holding down the shift key and they hit 8 and you get a star instead of an 8.
Love them. Just love them. Okay. Yeah. So right out the gate, they want to have all us women in there. So our newest addition, who are actually going to be at Field Day. So we said Brad Ruberg, WB8RG. He's from our area. Then we have Brandon, KZ4 Charlie Papa, which I know that's saying he has that cadence, Charlie Papa. You just know that it's him. But we have Ray and Carrie Wright, our new Swampers. Oh, nice. That was like my biggest news. I was like so happy that they're in our club now. So Ray, he calls himself the antenna roadie. So nice. I think that's funny. But he's going to run CW for us, and Carrie's going to run single sideband. So we're going to start out Saturday with all us Swamper women in the tent running single sidebands to start out. So that'll be fun. So I'm not alone anymore.
We have another submission for the Ham Radio Clubhouse via Hip Barn. So let me share this right quick. I'm monitoring these. If you put them in Discord, which if you're not over Discord, you should be. So this is another submission for the Ham Radio Clubhouse Hip Barn edition. I like that. I like that.
Yes, that's more of an older, because that's old. Yeah. That's an older.
Well,
hey! We don't use that term old.
Distinguished.
Older. Hey, I said older. Hey, have you seen the beams in some of them?
Oh,
they're like hand hewn beams. They're pretty cool. You're talking 1870s, maybe.
I made the mistake when I first moved to Tennessee. It was way back when. I didn't realize that whenever they moved the tobacco into these barns, that they put like fire in the bottom of them, and they smoked that tobacco to help dry it out. And I didn't know that.
Oh,
and so I kept driving around and seeing smoke coming out from these barns. And a couple of them I did stop, and I was like, maybe I should call the fire department. And walked up to the house. I said, hey, your barn smoking? And he's like, you must be new. I was like,
you came from around here, boy.
Last week. And he's like, no, I'm just drying out my tobacco. And I was like, oh, okay, sorry, thanks. Can I see you sometime? Maybe that's why I like cigars so much.
That's awesome. Yeah, so we're actually starting out with testing. So I'm the lead VE for our club, and
I didn't know that.
We are, going on 2 years or more. When I first started, I don't know, I came in like a freight train. I got my tech, got my general, got my VE license, and then got my extra. And I got my extra because when I got my VE, I was only allowed to test techs. And I was like, wait a minute, I have to take the big test. So I had to take the big test to.
How did you do it, Sandy? How did you get your extra? What methods did you use?
I used the app with the pencil. What app is that?
I know what you're talking about. That's what I use for my general and extra. I can't.
I did too. I did. Yep, I did with all three, and I memorized. I didn't realize that I had a memorizing skill until I'm this years old. So I memorized.
Memorized and learned then.
Yeah. So right, because I'm thinking, because my best friend is actually taking her tech Saturday morning, and she's the one that I lived with when my wire was out on her roof over at the in the tree line where the trail, the country trail. Yeah. Oh gosh, I've known her. Oh my gosh, 35 years. But yeah, so she's studying for her tech, so pretty excited about that. But yeah, so I went to her house 2 weeks ago and I was like, hey, I've always wanted to activate when I lived there. I hunted, but I always wanted to activate the trail that was like right in her driveway. Her driveway is parallel with the trail. So we did that 2 weeks ago and she thought that was like so neat. She's like, are you serious? I mean, this is a POTA park right in my backyard. And I'm like, how fun would that be?
How cool is that? Yeah.
There you go.
I know. Yeah. So like, we should do this like every week. We'll just every week do an activation, just me and her. So we'll see. She has to get her general. I told her once she gets her tech, she has to get her general. She's like, oh my gosh, don't do that.
Just do them both at the same time. Just do both at the same time. Knock it out.
Well, we'll see. I mean, we do offer it. So
there you go.
But so I'm testing 3 techs and 1 general, which is Carrie KB3 KLT. That's Curtis's wife. So she's studying for her general. So that'll be fun to start out field day is testing and
excellent.
You can eat breakfast and yeah.
Heck
so how fun. But yeah, actually with the club I have 3 other VEs in the club, but we do have a VE team for like our area and we're just really VE rich for our area. So we got a great team.
Good problem to have.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I just give them a call. Hey, I just need 1 more. Someone wants to come over here. So yeah, very cool. So anyway, so our goal, we would like to be in the top 50 entries. We actually were 82nd overall last year. So now we're going to up the ante. We're going to try.
Very cool.
We're going to try 50.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's our goal. Yeah, it's just fun. It's just fun to get everybody together and play radio.
Sandy, do you know in the ARRL packet, do you happen to get like the fire chief or somebody from a government official to come over and say hello and thank?
Yes.
See, that's important, man. Partnerships are important. I've always said that the partnerships are so important that sometimes
anywhere we can get points.
I was going down a different angle. I'm going down the partnership.
You need a safety officer, and you need a local politician.
Yeah, you got that safety officer with the fire extinguisher strapped to his belt.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just like, okay, yeah, we got to get that. Okay, get that. Okay, you're in charge of that. We're gonna get that. All right, that's points. Do you know how many points that is? That's like 100 points. We need to get that.
Do you have
one message to your section manager?
Do you have somebody who carries the clipboard? Is there somebody with a clipboard? Because every group has a clipboard.
I believe Carrie is our what is it? The safety management girl or something? What is it? See, this is why I shouldn't talk sometimes.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling.
No, I'm just like
no. Seriously, there's somebody who's always has a clipboard, just kind of keeping track, and that's important. That's important to do.
Oh, okay, yeah, that would be Craig. He's the one that is just the president. He makes sure everybody's on task. We have our schedule all printed up. Oh my gosh, you guys, we are now. We do. We are just on the ball.
The spiral
So
book.
here's
Here comes
our
the spiral book. Look at this. Here it comes.
I know.
love
So
it.
we got, what we're supposed to say.
I love
And
it.
then here's the schedule with all our names on it, with all our times from Saturday to Sunday. And then here's the digital one. Got single sideband and
folks, this is organization at its best right here.
The fact that you have that many
we
people
want
are
to
willing
win.
to do that.
Yeah, and that's
awesome.
well,
Steve.
we have. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, Steve was just complimenting about the number of people who have dedicated themselves. That's awesome. To say, I'm going to be in this. I'm going to be here for this, in this particular time slot.
Yeah, exactly. Ray and Carrie, they're coming from Maryland. Curtis and Carrie, they're coming from Pittsburgh. We have a guy that's coming from Chicago. So that's quite a jog, and we're hoping Brandon KZ4 Charlie Papa. I like saying that. We're hoping he'll come up, but he hasn't given a definite. And Larry K8UKX, he's coming up and running with us. So he's like in the Greenville, Ohio area.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool. But yeah, everyone always gets our call signs mixed up, and so it's fun that he's in our club now. So it's K8UTX and K8UKX. So I think that's a fun. That's a fun too.
It is. Say, who's working the satellite station?
You beat me to it. I was going to say, since they're chasing points, somebody's got to work satellites.
Yes, we are. So Curtis, he's our bird chaser. So I was just asking him what the Yeah, I was just asking him what the schedule was, and he was going to let me know because my friend grandson is like really big into the birds. So yes, he's on top of that. So we actually got that one last year, courtesy of his wife. She got that contact. So that was our points last year on that. So yes, we're trying to cover all our bases, trying to get every point we can.
Every point that's up for grabs. Mm-hmm. So have you reached out to a local mayor, sheriff, anybody like that? Because isn't there points for having some sort of political figure at your event?
Yeah.
I'm the mayor.
Yeah, and actually, so the president of the club used to be the mayor of his town. So I don't think that counts.
I don't think that counts, but.
Yeah, he used to be.
Nice try.
I mean,
but that means he knows somebody.
Does it say that they have to be active?
Does say elected official.
I don't know.
He was.
So you know what I did one year? True story, and it's completely legal. When I was
it's legal, it's a bad thing.
Well, listen. It's over 7 years, and if it's not, who cares? I called my fire chief. I said, "Come here, come on over. Can you come over to the EOC? I gotta talk to you about something." He said, "Yeah, I'll be there in a couple hours." That's good. You have until Sunday 2 p.m. Get your butt over here. Within an hour, he walked in. Log him in. Yep, that's 100, whatever it is.
It's 100 points.
And but he also knew what we were doing because of me and everything. But it was just a fun way of getting people there. Also,
James has a point. School board members are elected.
One year we actually got a proclamation. A proclamation. It was nice. It's
cool.
That stuff is nice when you get that. It really is. And I know it's part of the point system, but to me, I take it like someone took the time to say thank you for what you do, and to me, that's what's important. So, Sandy, do you guys plan on going right straight to 2 o'clock Eastern time on Sunday? What's your goal?
Of course. So we start at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then we run around the clock.
Do you jump on the frequency at 150 so that you have the frequency by 2 o'clock?
Oh, hold
it. Yeah.
All right. Do you do that? And that's not. I'm not even going to go there if that's illegal. But do you guys do the great? Like when we used to have our big field days, we would do the big countdown. Yeah, I would be the guy who had the bullhorn. guys, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and all of a sudden we would do the grand. We would do
warm
the
up,
grand
warm up your
countdown.
keys. Get your
fingers, crack those knuckles, guys on CW, crack your knuckles, and we, guys who were doing sideband gargle, and then all of a sudden, we used to
make sure the tubes are warm.
Take your tube. You take your Tums.
We had this one guy, rest in peace, and Mo knows exactly what I'm talking about. This guy would bring in a cushion from his dining room chair to put under his butt, and guess what? If that made him happy and comfortable, God bless you.
Jody said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the breakers pop.
Yeah, you're talking
everyone
hours
keys
in
at the
that
same
seat.
time.
Everybody
no
keys
doubt.
up at 100 watts.
Jody's right.
We run around the clock. The digital runs all night. We have one guy that works nights, so he stays up all night and runs FTA.
Coffee pot. It's called the coffee pot. Just keep the coffee pot going.
I have coffee.
There you
go.
Yeah, Death Wish coffee. I just bought some Death Wish coffee.
Nice.
What was it? It's like the real caffeinated kind.
That adds 5
now.
words. That will add 5 words per minute to your CW.
No kidding.
So
that's when your hands start shaking.
Right. So if you think you're sending at 20, you're really doing 25, maybe 27.
I was gonna say I need to introduce you to Purpose Brew Coffee.
Yeah. Well, I love the very end. So I love everything,
over.
but the end. Not. Yeah, I know. When I said that, I'm like, no, not when it's over, but like the last, like 15 minutes or. Yeah, I didn't mean it like that, but like 10, 15 minutes, like the last seconds, when you're like, okay, I just got to get one more. Yep. Yeah. It's so neat to hear them on the other side too, because they're doing the same thing, and they would leave the mic open and they're like all cheering and yelling. It's just so fun.
They forget to remove the thumb.
Got it.
I love the fact that with today's technology, see, Sandy, you're one of the organizers, and I'm sure you have somebody helping you with maybe looking at all the scoring, but it's done now electronically. Where back in the day, you had the big dupe sheet, you had that big, like what James has on the picnic table, the dupe sheet. You had guys, and I used to be the guy who say, listen, if I can't read your handwriting. And if we're missing a point, that's going to cost you $1 for everyone I can't read, and that's how you scare these guys into writing nice and everything. And
hey, there you go.
But now
that would be tough.
A lot easier. Now it's a lot easier, and I also think it's more encouraging to show everybody how fun and easy this hobby really is now. Not saying that back in the day wasn't, but it's fun now. It really is.
Sandy, are y'all running the N3 FJP that's all networked together? All the computers are networked together, so you can keep running stats.
Actually, we did.
You need the contest dashboard. There. Talk to Kyle. And then
he's right.
That's pretty cool to see that.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. See what your run rate is.
And all the colors get all the different
and the map, all the arrows that are shooting off to where all the contacts are at.
Yeah. That's wow. Yeah, that's fun.
We kept having
I wish
problems
it was the weekend already.
because Frank kept bringing up a computer, and every time we hook up the router to the computer, it would all crash. So we all had to log on our own. So sorry, Frank.
Yeah, the guys are all techie. They all do all that stuff. They're always thinking of ways to make it better. Right down to the antennas and where we're at. Bandpass filters. We all had to buy our own bandpass filter to, help out with it because it gets kind of pricey.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
But
unless you buy them from this one website where they're all like $50 each.
So Sandy,
Randy, drop a link.
Randy, drop a link.
Yeah. Mine wasn't 50, I don't think.
So field days. Let's just move ahead here because we're going into the summer with you guys.
Okay.
Field days over. July 4th comes in. We're all going to be celebrating being proud Americans who we are and everything, blowing off our fingers and remembering, count them out now.
No, I've had them for years.
What is Black Swan? What do you guys do in the month of July and August? Do you guys have stuff planned as a group?
Oh,
because you got POTA. You got the POTA coming up in the third week of July. Support Your Parks weekend, the summer edition.
Yeah, we're going to do another Club Rove that weekend.
Nice.
We're going to try for 80, maybe more, see what we can do. But we're interested. We want to do the Ohio QSO party. We've never done that before.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's
what is that?
A new one for us. What is it?
No. When?
When is it?
When is that?
Oh, okay, guys, you can comment now. I don't know if it's October. July? I'm not sure.
October. That's okay. No,
maybe it's sooner. It could be. And then there's a CQ Worldwide in October. Maybe that's the one in October. I think the Ohio QSO party is sooner. And of course, ASPOTA. We've won it for 2 years. We're going to go for a third year win this year. We're hoping. So that's a fun one. Ohio State Parks on the Air.
Excellent.
So yeah, we're pretty. It's like field day for us. It's that detailed and schedules and all that.
Now, what about Huntsville? Do you guys go down to Huntsville?
Oh yeah, yes, we do have swampers that are going to Huntsville. Yes.
Excellent.
So yeah, I think Tony's going to be there. Curtis and Carrie and Ray and Carrie, they're going to be out there. I'm not sure who all else. So, nice. Oh, and is Joe Brett? Yeah, Joe Brett.
Yeah.
I saw your one show.
She thought I was you earlier.
Well, I couldn't see. I need my spectacles, and I couldn't see who that was.
Guys, all these
can only one Joe Brett.
See, this is what happens.
I shaved my beard, so
all these Tom Sellecks on the show, she gets mixed up.
Yeah.
How you doing? I'm Joe.
Y'all look so nice. No, you were in Dayton.
It's the beauty filter.
You were in.
Yeah, AI. That's the AI.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have met you in Dayton. You were in Dayton, and I missed you. I wanted to meet you.
It was fun. Last year I was at Dayton pretty much just for Saturday, and I couldn't go nowhere in the show without seeing Black Swamp shirts. And I really didn't see a lot of you this year, and I was there the whole time. But that's not y'all's fault. I only went by the photo booth a couple times.
Did you? You did.
So
yeah. Darn, because we were there Saturday. There was some Friday and Saturday and some Sunday.
Friday, I was really lazy, and I sat at the Coffee and Ham radio tent the entire day. I got up once to go to the bathroom, and that was it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys had a booth?
The Coffee and Ham radio, that other show.
The other show.
Yeah,
the other show.
Oh.
The other show, yeah.
Oh.
Chuck and T.O. and
what's it called?
Jim. Well, we won't talk too much about it.
See, a lot of people don't know them. They're just a tiny show.
Coffee and Ham radio. Car.
So is it ham and coffee?
Coffee.
Is it ham and coffee?
Radios.
Jesus, coffee and ham.
We'll say it so many times.
Sorry. I'll get it.
Ape is probably saying every
Chuck is Chuck is in the chat right now, so Chuck can help us out.
Chuck's going to school her.
Okay.
It's the ham radio show that they actually talk about ham radio
more than we do.
Oh. Okay.
They started way before us too.
Yeah, but the thing about Dayton is like there's just so much to do and so many people to see, and I should have got off my butt more than I did. So
you were
I was only there Saturday.
Gotcha.
I was just there Saturday, so early in the morning, and I don't know when we left, but anyway, it would have been nice to meet you. So if anybody's there, I want to meet you guys. So there's that. But I did get to meet Toby, so that was very cool.
So that's another person that I planned on meeting Toby, but never didn't run into her.
She's a great lady.
Yeah. Yep, she's a really neat lady.
We just need to get with the guys over at Coffee and Ham Radios and find out when they're going to be having their meetup. That way we can just combine forces and everyone can shake hands at the same time.
One big tent.
There you go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or one big barn.
There you go.
We'll get ourselves what kind of barn?
A hip barn.
A hip barn. We're gonna get ourselves a hip barn.
Oh, y'all. That's fun. I am. I'm going to take a picture of it. I swear I am.
I hope.
But anyway,
please show and tell next time you come.
Send it to me. Send it to me. Send it to me, and I'll push it out.
Okay. All right. Hey, I'm even wearing bib overalls. I'm wearing bib overalls.
You're already ready to go.
I'm already there. Well, I got a nice little package from the Hillbilly Hams radio club. And, these guys, you guys had them on your show not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a neat little package, so I'm wearing my bibs for them. I got a shirt and everything. Shirt and some. Everybody loves swag.
Absolutely.
I mean,
absolutely.
That shirt. Awesome shirt right
awesome.
there.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. So I would put that on. But anyway, I had to because Shannon and Sean and that whole group is just awesome. And they did what we've been trying to do too, starting a new club. And it's a little hard at first to get, things going, but they're doing really well. It's just fun. It's fun to watch them grow. But anyway,
I believe there's a big meetup at Huntsville this year at Montesano.
Yep, we're doing the cookout Friday.
On Friday, yeah. So if y'all, there we go. That's how you combine forces.
That and T.O. and them's doing 4 days in August.
4 days in August. Yep. Except he's not staying at the park this year.
So it's an
offsite. All right. Well, hopefully my swampers are listening and they hear that, so they can do that, because I know Tony's going. He's going to be in Louisiana and is going to head over there.
Yeah, he's doing a hands-on deal at Gigaparts on Thursday. And then, of course, Friday we've got the big cookout as well as some Parachute Mobile going on.
Gotcha. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Sandy, have you met Carlos? Sandy, have you met Carlos?
Okay, so that was I actually have him written in my notes.
Do you really? Oh my God.
I seriously do. There he is right there.
Guest we've ever had.
Wow, look at this.
Look at those notes.
Minus a clipboard.
Well, because I wanted. He was one that I wanted to meet, and he was so funny because I was like, "Yeah, I just want to meet Carlos. I never got to meet him last time. I don't want to go, jumping or nothing. But I wanted to meet Toby and I wanted to meet Carlos. Oh gosh, no. Oh geez, that'd be.
Were you starstruck? Were you starstruck with Carlos?
With Carlos.
Was it the hair? Was it the flowing hair or the beard?
It's the beard.
Was it? Was it the beard?
I just thought he's like our next door neighbor. So I was kind of surprised that we haven't met him before now, and then I had to go to Dayton to meet him.
You should blame that on him for not putting forth the effort.
Yep.
But he's always in the air, so.
Right, and no wonder why your property value dropped.
I'm always told he's always in the air, so he's never going to come to our Podern Coffee. So
unless he lands,
well, he should because he owns a coffee. He sells coffee, so he would be like the perfect person to come to your coffee and
right and let him drop in. Let him, AKA,
he sells coffee.
Drop in.
So Carlos, when you watch this on replay, you have a mission, son.
He was in the chat earlier.
Mexican jumping bean.
The Mexican jumping bean. That's why we call him, because he has some really damn good coffee too.
Your next door neighbor with all that property.
He's still there.
Your next door neighbor with all that property. Let him just jump right in.
There you go.
He'll jump.
Oh my god!
And then when he lands,
that would be so fun.
And when he lands, he'll hand out the coffee samples. That's how you do it. That's called marketing. That's how you do it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
He can land in the bean field. Yes, land in the cornfield.
There you go.
There'll be a donkey over there with the coffee beans in the back. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I thought it was really cool to meet him. It was funny though. I can't remember what he said. Because I said, I just always wanted to meet him. Kind of like I don't know, like I'm sorry.
No, we have a 12. No, hold on. We have a 12. We have a 12-year-old tonight. There's a 12-year-old watching tonight. We don't want to what Carlos said.
So wait, what are y'all thinking?
Well, we know Carlos, so we know what he says.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, he was just like, why? Like, why did you want to meet me? Like, that was just, I don't know. It just cracked me up.
Because you're a cool and interesting guy, Carlos. That's why.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, that's interesting what you do. Not that I would ever want to do that,
Right.
But it's
you're a little
interesting.
crazy. You like to throw yourself out of a moving airplane at 14,000 feet, but hey,
just say,
yeah.
Shane, how high can we get that balloon?
10,
but he makes money
12?
at it, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's a great
the
hobby.
Only way.
Just not a hobby for me.
No.
That's
I
why
did it
flew once. That was enough for me.
That's why I'm a ham radio operator.
I can't say
ground.
that. Flying's my jam. Just not me flying.
Well,
no,
because that would be like one big giant flying squirrel, and that's.
I was gonna say you're not ballistically.
I've never been called that. I've never been called that name.
The flying squirrel.
Not the flying squirrel, but squirrel.
The squirrel.
Definitely. But no, I'm so glad that my key works. You said that I was like that I had a key to the clubhouse, so I appreciate you guys. This is kind of cool.
We told you where it's hiding. You're one of the. You're only a few guests that really know where that key really is. You know.
See, I feel so honored. I feel special.
Whoa, I got incoming coming in.
Very cool. What are they saying?
I'm responding to someone that found us over on Twitch. So welcome to our Twitch viewer.
Well, now what is a Twitch?
Twitch.tv. It was the original streaming service.
You ain't from around here, are you?
Listen, this country bumpkin from the Northeast knows what a switch is. I know what a switch is.
But not a Twitch.
Well, what's a switch?
Yeah.
Twitch.
And what made it even worse, they tell you to go out and
cut your own.
Yep. Pick your and if you didn't pick the right switch,
that switch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I remember them switches.
Not the antenna switch.
I never had to get my own switch ever. I was a good girl.
I can't say that.
She's blushing right now. She's blushing on us.
Can't say
that. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not much for social media. I have a Facebook only because of my kids, because I like to see, all the kids and stuff. But what did someone else? They got us hooked on Discord. So that's a new one for me. And I still have trouble.
Discord's the greatest. You don't need Facebook or any of that other stuff. It's so much easier now that Discord's around to go into a specific area. You don't have to worry about ads and all that other BS. And if people are being stupid, you can just kick them out.
Right. There's no sad hand. I really haven't seen any sad comments, really. Man. Hey, Sandy, are you guys doing anything with that Meshotastic stuff? Are you familiar with that?
A what?
Mesho is. Am I saying
what?
Meshtastic.
Meshtastic.
Mesh. What did I say?
You're putting an A at it on there.
Well, I'm Italian. We had evolved everything. So. Okay, Meshtastic. You guys playing with Meshtastic?
I have no idea what that is.
I don't think you get points for that in field day.
Not yet.
So therefore, it's not on their radar.
Not yet. Okay, no. I bet you there's somebody in your club who might. I haven't done it. I've watched a lot of videos on it. I think it's very interesting. The bug hasn't bitten me yet.
What is it? I can't even think of what that would even be.
John says the Meshotastic. Is that like the Ron Popeil food dehydrator?
It's an off-grid communication.
Meshotastic. I have never heard of that in my life. Okay, maybe the guys have heard of it.
Meshotastic. The guys, yes.
I'm looking at
according to your guys here, KE8TUW and Cody are messing with Meshotastic.
Oh, okay. So we are.
Yep. There you go.
Thank you, Cody. He's the vice president of the club.
Okay.
I'm just the secretary. I just, field everything and okay, this is for you. Whatever this mesh thing is, that's yours.
You're the coordinator.
Coordinator.
The coordinator.
Logistics.
The logistical expert.
That's right.
We have another submission for the
the secretary really keeps the club running. Without mine, I couldn't get anything
done. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm helpful. I mean, we all work together, so it's like
if you weren't listening, it takes everybody. It takes everybody to get the job done. We all know that. So, and
definitely everybody has their expertise. I feel like mine's the food, the food and the merch, the merchandise and the QSL cards and. Oh my gosh, that's so funny that you say it that way because that's what the president always says. Every time we have a contest, it's like herding cats.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's a video that someone put out a few years ago about it, and it was I'll find it and post it. It's actually, we might play it at the end here. Anyway, we have another submission for the Ham Radio Clubhouse Hip Barn edition.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
This is great. I'm dying. That's a hip barn.
AI has taken over. Thank you, Julie.
Okay, so what's really neat is when you see the old the lightning rods. Those are really cool. On top.
The ones with the glass inside them.
Yeah, my son has a hip barn, and he actually put beer bottles just below the insulators. I think that's what they're called. Yep. He goes, how do you like that? And I'm like, what did you do? He trims trees.
That's not aesthetically
for
pleasing.
A living, so I'm like, what is that? He goes, they're beer bottles. Jeez, they're pretty beer bottles. They're green, so they look pretty. But yeah, so he has a lift. So I got him up there to put those on there. It just cracks me up. Kids are very ingenious. But I have enough of them. I have a lot of them. Yeah, like the one who just, got me a drink. Bless her heart. Oh, that means something else in some other.
Hey, Sandy, anybody in the club?
It does indeed. Here in the South, that means something.
Sandy,
Completely
anybody?
Yeah, it means.
No, hang on. Oh wait, someone just took. I'm watching the chat and I'm kind of going back and forth here. Anybody doing anything with drones that you're aware of?
No, and we have talked about that. That's been on our radar for quite some time, and I'm not sure if Eric does the drone thing or not because he's kind of one of our techie guys.
Yep.
So no, we have not, but that would be really cool. So.
Yeah, Eric just said he does.
Yeah,
he does do the drones.
Yeah, just me. Yep, that's what I thought. I thought he did. He's just really smart. I don't know. He fits all that smartness in his brain, but
just
pretty techie.
Wrap a mesh tastic to it and fly it up there, and there you go. Now you got a repeater in the air.
Sandy, do you like barbecue potato chips? Legit points.
I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. I have a stash beside my chair, and I think about you. I think about you. And I can run and go get them if you think I'm fibbing, but I'm not.
100%.
But I have some. Do you want me to go get them?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm going to go get them.
Do we want to play this video while she's gone?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. No, I'm here.
Let me get it pulled
up here. For you. Just for you.
Nice.
Exactly.
Classic barbecue.
Kroger brand. Must have been from a party or something because I don't go to Kroger. But yes. And I think about you. See, isn't that so nice to be thought of when someone's eating barbecue chips?
That's why I get that crunchy sound in my ear. I'm like, somewhere around the world, somebody's eating barbecue potato chips.
Yep.
And say it. I wish Izzo was here.
Yeah.
All right. Do y'all want to see this?
Yeah, play it.
Okay, it's a minute long, and everybody be quiet because I have a feeling it's going to echo if we don't. But here we go. I'm going to go full screen with this.
This man right here is my great-grandfather. He's the first cat herder in our family.
Herding cats. Don't let anybody tell you it's easy. Anybody can herd cattle. Holding together 10,000 half-wild short hairs. Oh, that's another thing.
God.
Being a cat herder is probably about the toughest thing I think I've ever done.
This morning, they're here, and if you look at his face, it's just ripped to shreds, you know?
You see the movies, you hear the stories. I'm living a dream. Not everyone can do what we do.
I wouldn't do nothing else.
It ain't an easy job, but when you bring a herd into town and you lost to one of them, ain't a feeling like it in the world.
EDS, managing the complexities of the digital.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Sandy, that's for you. That is for you, Sandy. That's for you.
That is awesome.
Shane, make sure you drop the link to that video.
Yep.
That is for Craig, KAQJB. It is awesome. Oh my gosh. I'm not a fan of cats. I'm just really not.
I'm sure we're going to get some sort of like copyright strike or something about that, but it's just too good not to play.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, it just kept getting better and better and better, and more cats and more cats. Oh my gosh. That's great. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Stuff.
John in the chat saying he worked for EDS back in 1998 and Ross Perot owned the company. Awesome.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. Thank you, John.
That was also my first government contract, was actually EDS.
No kidding. Excellent. So. Excellent.
God forbid.
Oh.
Well, is there any guys or any of y'all doing field day this year?
Yeah, I'll be out with my club,
because we haven't talked about any of us doing it.
I know.
I've got some locals that are supposed to be getting together that I may go to, but I don't know if it's 95 degrees with heat index of 140,000.
That's why I'm.
It's going to be hot.
I did get invited back to, I believe Jason and Mike and the gang are going to Cooper Lake State Park again. And they may be running Whiskey 2 Hotel Romeo Charlie, the Clubhouse call.
Yep.
So look for them out there. So I have to go to Joplin, Missouri on Friday. From Texas, that's 6 hours for me. So Friday's out. Saturday, I have a balloon glow set up, so I'm not going to be able to participate this year. But maybe next year I'll get invited somewhere where I can put the balloon up and we could do some hot air balloon mobile for field day.
Take that wire and make it a vertical.
Absolutely.
A 160 sloper.
There you go.
There you go. Huh?
You get a full wave antenna up.
Full wave. That's right. Now I'm gonna try to. I got some stuff going on too. I may want to visit a club. I wanted to go up to New Hampshire. There's just no way I'm going to be able to do it because I got to be in early on Sunday. So, but I'm gonna, at the very, very least, in the afternoon or early evening, I'll get on as a one echo here. Probably here. What I want to do is right here on the back porch. This is where I am the most comfortable. And fire up that Ham 2K Polo software. I used it for Winter Field Day. I loved it, and I want to use it again now for the leagues nice. Event. So, and support Sebastian absolutely.
And make sure that you keep tabs on your police copies.
Yeah.
I want a full report on that next week.
I love that.
Were you talking to me, or who are you talking to?
No, I was talking to Izzo.
Okay.
Izzo.
Anybody who's using the Ham 2K Polo software,
right,
can log in. Anybody who says please copy. That's kind of a running thing here on the Clubhouse with Kyle.
And make sure you log how many times you say it.
Absolutely. Hit that button yourself if you do. I go out of my way not to say it, but that's just me.
When I say I'm not going to say it, and all of a sudden
you end up saying it.
Yeah, it falls right out of my mouth. I hate that. I hate when it falls right out of my mouth.
I always say we are.
We are, yeah.
Yep.
Instead of please copy.
Well, you're thinking of all the people there around you, so yeah.
I like to think of others, not just myself, unlike some people. Just me. But anyway, anything? I guess we're almost close to the top of the hour. So, anything you guys want to chit chat about before we?
I like to throw them for a loop, and I say,
okay.
You are. You are.
Just to confirm what they told you.
Just to throw them for a loop.
Oh, all right, that works.
Hey, I'm going to say this: you catch you catch that young operator out there. You catch that new person, maybe, and you don't know this could be their first time being introduced to ham radio. Be a good person on the other side of the radio with them. You know what I mean? I don't
be patient for those that are mic fright.
Right.
Not everybody is running a computerized voice with all their F keys as a script.
Right.
Some of us actually key up chit chat. So
yeah,
don't be
about
that
a week
sad,
ago,
Ham.
about a week ago, I got this young one named Elliot. I can't think of his call, but I just remember that name, and he just was just so professional about it. It was just so adorable. I love the young ones that are around there. It's awesome.
Excellent. Absolutely.
John joined late. John, they are with is it Black Swamp Amateur Radio or Black Swamp Ham Radio? The name of the
it's
name
in
of
the chat. Black Swamp Amateur Radio Club.
Black Swamp Amateur Radio Club. Yep. Oh yeah. What?
Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, KABSR. Kilo 8 Bravo Sierra Romeo. That's the club call sign for them.
Yep.
So make sure that and W2HRC is in your ham alert so that you can work all of them.
Oh, ham alert's going to go off like crazy this week. You know
that.
That app's going to be, by Sunday night, that app's going to be sweating. That's going to be like,
it's going to be smoking.
I need a day off.
Smoke coming out of the data center.
Yeah, I know. I think about that when we do our park rove, when we did the 105 and the POTA app, because we all use like stroke, like mine's my number 7, like we all have a number, so we don't get kicked off of the POTA app. We have to put a stroke like K8BSR stroke 7 or 15 or so I was like looking at it the other day when we were doing that rove, and it was like, oh my gosh, are people like tired of seeing that? There's like so many of us out there, but it's fun. Hope they don't get tired of us.
When it's the whole club on the spot page, you look at it and go, what in the world?
Yeah, there's 10 of us. Oh,
first 10 spots. There you go.
A bug landed on my light.
You need to light your torches. That's what you do.
They are. And I kicked the fan up into 5th gear, but he landed on the switch for the light, and the light went brighter. That fat bastard bug. Holy Christ.
It's a big grasshopper.
Holy Christ. We growing big here.
That's a Texas grasshopper right there.
There you go.
Those big crunchy ones, huh?
Yeah, exactly. The one that lit the streaks up your windshield.
Yeah.
All right. Well, neither of you guys want to promote before we say goodnight for the night?
We gotta say 1,000 thank yous to Sandy and everybody from
Thanks
Black
for putting up with our BS tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Have a wonderful, safe weekend, a good summer, and come back. Let us know what's going on. You know where the key is.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
Always under the map.
I appreciate that. All right. Yep. I love that. It was right there too. I appreciate that.
And look out for
see if it's really there.
And look out
if it's really
Carlos.
there. It was.
Listen. Look out for Carlos. Let me tell you something. He's a wise one.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's so cute.
He's infamous.
Yes, infamous is probably the better word.
Infamous, yeah.
Infamous.
Not famous. He's infamous.
Okay.
Infamous.
Oh.
You call it something.
Guys, anything y'all want to promote tonight before we say goodnight?
No.
No?
Good.
Nothing?
Have a good time.
Have fun at your field day.
Yeah, enjoy your barbecue potato chips and your potato salad and your tacos and your prime rib and your watermelon. Absolutely.
Have fun. Make lots of contacts. The biggest
I'm gonna
thing
have lobster.
Oh, we definitely.
I'm gonna have lobster down here. I got some lobster. I got
course
some
you
ideas
are.
for. Hell yeah, man! I'm gonna have some lobster and a good cigar while I'm operating. Hell yeah,
rock lobster.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Well, if anybody wants a T-shirt, they just need to get a hold of me. So now
drop a link
now.
Drop a link because I'm sure there's some folks here in the chat that would like to support you guys. So if you want to sell them a T-shirt, sell them a T-shirt.
Okay,
so drop a link in the chat.
All right. Okay, club guys, that's your cue.
That's your cue.
Hey, guys, and tell them, Sandy,
you
tell them about
that.
Hey, Sandy, tell them about those stickers. They make great on battery boxes and ghost kits,
yes,
and masks and everything.
Yes. Yep. So if you want any swag, Swamper swag, it's $5. That's shipping and swag. So I got a few sizes that I send out. And then the T-shirts are $20, and that's with shipping. So
wow,
we're able to do that. Yeah, trying to keep it low. Get our shirt out there.
That's right.
It's nice to see.
Carlos said he needs a T-shirt.
He does. Is he in the chat?
He's in the chat. Life at Terminal
He
Velocity.
is.
He just dropped in.
He's in
again.
the chat.
Yeah,
he did. He just dropped in. He doesn't have a shirt. Oh,
he doesn't.
Oh my, Sandy, what are you going to do about that?
Do you have a store? Is there an online store, or do they just email you?
No. Yeah, they just email me.
All right,
we should tell them. We're not like all that legit.
We should tell them to go to. I'm gonna post this link. It is the contact us portion of your website, and it says if you're interested in a club T-shirt, to give you guys an email, and the email address is on the website. There is the website. For those of you that are on the podcast, is bsarc.usa@gmail.com. If you would like a T-shirt from Black Swap Amateur Radio.
Yep, that'd be there. And then Tony usually sends them to me. Then, and then I get in touch with them through my email. So.
Perfect. Well, at least we got an email address out there. So if you guys want one, hit Sandy up. They're cool looking T-shirts.
Okay.
And it's for a good cause. So
yeah.
Well, if y'all don't have anything else,
sure.
We're gonna say see you tonight. Or see
All
you.
right. Thank you guys so much.
Sandy, say 7-3s, everybody.
7-3, everyone. Thank you so much.
Good night, everybody.
I appreciate it.
Everybody.
Take care.
Good night.
I was in the middle of saying bye. Bye, y'all.
Two weeks from now, we're going to get the Carlos story from her.